Guys, do you guys want to join a cozy corner with me and my lovely best friend, Violet? She normally plays with me on games and she will sometimes come on and read some fan fiction with me. So please come join our Discord and you can put in a game we can play, or if you want to listen to the next fan fiction, you can put it in here as well. We have a meme center, post all your memes. We have the main cafe section. We have a fan fiction land, you post all your fan fiction. We have a gaming world, create your new little gaming friends and play some games together. And then we have Fan Art City, post all your fan art on here. We have a music library, you can create your own music, or you can even post music on here. And of course we have the not safe for work fan fiction that age restricted. And then of course we have movie night, and we have music library, gaming world, where you can play games together with other people, or you can even just stream it on here for others to watch. We have cafe, just normal talks, just talk to people, relax, listen to some music, or have movie night, stream some movies. So please come join our Discord, join the cozy little corner, and have fun with us as we go through life together. Please come join and have fun with us. Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video. We are on Celestial Bodies, Sun and Moon X Reader by the Ruby Quill. This is chapter 6, Found You. Okay, so I know I left it on the cliffhanger in the last video, so I know you guys are all excited. So let's get started. What are you doing back here, little lady? Says the animatronic with a deep voice, almost a growl. I is all you can manage to say as you stare into the alligator's face. He stares intently at you. His shades are slid down his face slightly, so you can just about see his eyes. You feel overwhelmed as his gaze combined with his sharp teeth being inches from your face. Monty, stop scaring her! You hear someone order from behind. You see as the animatronic, without moving, his head looks back behind him. You move your head to see as well, and you see the bear animatronic from before, Freddy Fazbear. Sully, who you assume is called Monty, removes his hand from the wall next to you and turns to Freddy. He rolls his eyes. Don't get your panties in a twist. I was just seeing who our friend here is. He growls at Freddy. You don't have to scare her to do that, Freddy snaps back. Freddy walks over to you and puts a hand on your shoulder. He stares up and down at you as if he's seeing if you're hurt. I'm okay. Thank you, you shyly say. This makes Monty scoff a bit and makes Freddy give you a smile. I'm glad, superstar. But may I ask, what are you doing back here? This area is off limits to guests, he asks. Although you're dressed oddly for a guest. You feel a bit embarrassed, remembering that you're dressed up in a colorful jester outfit. You probably stuck out like a sore thumb in the crowd during the show. You take off your hat shyly as you fiddled with the bells on the end. I'm Rose. I work here as the assistant daycare attendant. Isaac said I could come back here and take a shortcut back to the daycare, you answer. This causes Monty to raise an eyebrow at you as he stares intently. Oh, why didn't you say so? I'll show you the way there, superstar, cheerfully replies Freddy, as he lightly ushers you towards the employee hallway connecting to the backstage area. You look back at Monty before you turn the corner. He says nothing, but stares intently at you with piercing orange eyes. You try and shake the feeling of his gaze off as Freddy shows you the way to the daycare. It's not long before you're back to the familiar big double doors. You hesitate to open them. Is everything okay, Superstar? Freddy asks as he looks down at you. Telling that you felt nervous going back inside. You pause, unsure of what to say for a moment. I'll I'll be okay, I think, you nervously answer. Thank you for taking me here. Freddy gives you a smile. If you say so, it was my pleasure to meet you, Rose. He pats your head and gives you a small smile before turning and leaving the area. You felt you're left alone at the doors as you try and prepare yourself to go in. You form a plan of attack of how you might get to the light switch. That might just work, you mumble as you come up with a plan. If you sneakily open the door and go around the outskirts of the daycare, you might be able to avoid Moon there. It would allow you to be a lot more hidden than walking straight through to the main area of the room straight to the desk. You knew you probably couldn't outrun Moon, as you'd have to try and dodge stepping on children, as most of them were in the middle of the room. Very carefully, you cracked open the door and slid inside the daycare, being sure not to make a sound. Slowly, you sneak against the wall, going behind the jungle gym play structure on the left, partly to be covered, partly so you had something to guide you through the darkness. You do your best to be quiet, even holding your breath a bit. Not that you could breathe normally anyways. You felt so tense. You had no idea where Moondrop was in this place. He could be anywhere. What if he noticed you already and he was watching you? The thought of being caught makes you shiver. You found yourself all the way in the back of the left side of the room, near one of the many entrances that led into the large play structure. You start to walk past it, but as soon as you do, you see a robot hand appear around the corner in front of you. Slowly, almost like out of a horror movie, Moondrop appears around the corner, his red eyes staring into yours as he gives a mechanical laugh. You feel your heart stop, almost paralyzed, as you can barely move until he starts inching closer to you, which snaps you out of your fearful trance. You decided to run into the play structure, hoping you can lose him in the maze of ropes and slides. As you climb and crawl through the twists and turns of the cramped play area, you start to feel your eyes water due to the fear. Was he behind you? In front of you? The only clue to where Moondrop could be was the sound of faint chuckles and bells as you crawled. You thought you saw him just for a flash from the distance in front of you, so you sharply turned and go up another level into the structure. You see a slide up ahead. If you can just make it there, maybe you can exit and leave Moon stuck in the area. But just as the thought crosses your mind, you're suddenly grabbed and pinned to the floor. You lay on your stomach as you feel Moon hold your arms from behind you. The feel of the metal touching your skin, the coldness causing you to shake a little. Naughty, naughty, leaving me behind like that, growls Moondrop as he gets closer to your ear. Please, that's all you can shudder, letting out a futile whimper as you struggle in his grasp. All you get in reply is a raspy laugh, filled with mischief. He gets even closer to your ear. You can feel what feels like breath, maybe steam, coming from his mouth as it hits the side of your face. Your chest feels tight, heart racing, and you close your eyes. Why do you tease me so, leaving me to wait for you, spending time with others? He whispers in your ear. Out of nowhere, he gives your earlobe a nibble from behind. The shock makes you fling your eyes open. as you feel your face heat up. Did he just bite your ear? You stop breathing after a sudden suggestive action. Did that surprise you, Starshine? Moondrop chuckled at your reaction. Suddenly he flips you over onto your back as he crawls on top of you. Your bodies are inches apart as he stares into your extremely red face. He uses one hand to hold himself up and uses the other to slowly caress your neck once more. Him feeling your jugular in particular, as if he's enamored by it. There's a hunger in his eyes that scares you, something primal deep in them. As he gets mere centimeters from your face, he moves his hands from your neck to your jaw. He stares into your eyes for a moment. He's so close to your face now, his lips almost touching yours. You close your eyes tightly, unable to handle the situation. He smirks as he uses his hands on your jaw to turn your face away, giving him access to your neck as he moves his face from yours down to it. You couldn't believe what was happening. All you could do was let out a small whimper. Blood rushed to your head as you tried to make sense of things. It was incomprehensible. Why was an animatronic doing this? Who on earth programmed them to do this? And why you? You let out a small gasp as you feel Moon suddenly kiss and nibble the spot on your neck. You move your eyes to look at him, your face full of embarrassment, confusion, and fear. He looks up, back at you. He grins, seeing the expression on your face from his actions. What other noise can I make you let out? He whispers into your ear. This makes a chill run down your spine, making you visibly shake for a moment. This pleases Moon as he lets out a chuckle and goes to kiss another part of your neck. You start to squirm underneath him, but he tightens his grip on you. He moves his hand. He moves his other hand to the neckline of your top, slowly pulling it down to give him more access to your neck and collarbone area. He leans in again, looking up at you before moving his face to his newly found territory. He bites an area where your neck connects to your shoulder near your collarbone, making you gasp loudly this time. Shh, he says as he continues to kiss the sensitive spot. Moon is soaking in at every little noise you make at his actions. As he kisses from your collarbone up to your neckline, then to your jaw, you can feel him smile at every whimper you make. Soon he reaches your cheek, inching kisses closer and closer to your lips. You feel lightheaded as you hold your breath in anticipation. As you feel him get near, he hovers over your lips. You can faintly feel them just about to brush against yours. You want to say something, but all the words are unable to form. Suddenly the lights turn on, saving you from whatever was about to happen. Moon quickly lets go of you as he clutches his head. No, no, I wasn't done, he yells. You take a moment of chance to crawl out from under him and scramble down the slide before. You run over to the daycare desk and see a little boy had pressed the switch to the lights on. Sorry, Miss Rose. I got scared and wanted the lights on, he apologetically says as he looks down to the ground. You take a deep breath and try to calm your nerves. You bent down to the little boy and give him a big hug, thinking your small savior. It's all right. I was scared of the dark too. Thank you for switching the lights on, you said as you let him go. This makes him smile as he cheerfully runs off to go play with the other kids. Knowing that he wasn't in trouble, you might have even have to buy the kid a gift for saving you. Sunshine? You hear nervously from behind you. You whip your head around to see the very anxious and nervous Sundrop, staring at the drawn, unable to look at you. You feel a bit tense seeing him, although you know Moon is gone. You know Sundrop, in a way, was aware and knew of what happened. It was his, or their body that kissed you and nibbled at you after all. You can feel the spot where Moon bit you, leaving a small hickey which you quickly hid with your top. I'm so sorry, he says as he looks up at you. He just. He sees the lingering water in your eyes as small tears form in the corner of your right eye. He slowly reaches his hand up and cups your face, using his thumb to wipe away the tears. His hands felt oddly warm compared to when Moon was out. Although part of you wants to pull away, you can't help but lean slightly into his hand. The gentleness of him helping you calm down from the tension in your body. You look up at him, staring as his face. You look up at him, as his staring at his face as he stares back into your eyes. You can't help but feel your heart flutter at the small, intimate moment. It's okay, son, you say as you press your hand onto his that's on your face. He didn't hurt me or anything. You try to reassure Sundrop that you're okay, but he still looks a little bit upset. You give him a weak smile. He removes his hand from your cheek, and you both stand awkwardly. You catch him staring briefly at the side of your neck where Moondrop had kissed you. He snaps his gaze away when he sees you notice. Why don't we play with the children? You say as you grab his hand. You slowly lead him over to where the children have started to run and play. You don't bother to say a word as you start to hang out with the kids. You sit on the floor with one group as Sundrop goes to play with another nearby. The only thing spoken between you is a silent glance every now and then. You sit with children in your lap as you read a book to the children around you. Every now and then you look up at Sundrop. You try not to think about what just happened. You're unable to stop yourself though, as your mind races and thinks about the situation. You felt so many complicated emotions and so much confusion. You furrowed your brows as you contemplate. Why did Moon act that way? You were sure he was going to simply kill you the moment he grabbed you. It would have, it would make your feelings simpler if that's what he tried to do. But that's not what happened. There was a sadistic to his actions, but also something else. You couldn't tell what it was, but it was something hungry. Hungry for you. You flesh as you think about the way he kissed on your body. Almost gentle, but also fierce. You could also still feel the sensation of his lips against your skin. You tense up and squish your cheeks, shaking your head, trying to stop the thoughts from thinking, trying to stop your thoughts from thinking about it. A few of the children giggle at you as one of them asks, "Hee hee, miss. Hee hee, Miss Rose, are you okay?" You take a deep breath. I'm all right, kiddos. I'm just wondered what it would be like as a fish. You joked, squeezing your cheeks together and making a fishy face. You gain laughs as a reward from your silly joke, making you happy. You spend a while simply sitting with the children, continuing to read, talk, and laugh. Eventually, your mind stops thinking about what happened, and you find yourself lost and having fun. Until you feel a hand on your shoulder, and you see Sundrop bent down in front of you. This snaps you back to reality. Remember your close moment before that neither of you talked about. It's about time for parents to come, Sundrop softly says to you. You nod your head in response as you start to get up. Son offers his hand to help, which you hesitantly take, your face becoming slightly red again at his touch. You both start to help the children get ready for pickup, not saying much to each other besides a few words. Soon, once again, the last child leaves, and you're both left alone in the daycare. The air is thick with tension. You could almost cut it with a knife. You both don't say a word as you clean up the area, getting the daycare ready for the next day. You both have moments where you open your mouth like you're going to say something, but either shame or anxiety stops you from doing so. Soon everything is cleaned up, and you notice it's about time for your shift to end. You make your way to the employees only area and go to change back into your normal clothes. As you get undressed at your locker, you look into the mirror to see the mark left by Moon in the crook of your neck. You slowly feel it. The spot is slightly sore and sensitive as you do so. You stop and stare at it before throwing your clothes on. Grabbing your purse on the way, you walk out of the employees only area and back into the daycare where you see Sundrop waiting by the doors. You walk up to him shyly, putting your hands behind your back. He looks at you with that same expression, but he tries to hide it, giving you a smile. I'll see you tomorrow, Sundrop, you say, trying not to look at him. He slowly opens the door for you, and you walk outside of the daycare. See you tomorrow, sunshine, he says as he closes the door with the longing in his voice. Your heart flutters once again by the way he calls you sunshine, but you try and steady your thoughts as you begin to head home. Okay, I am going to leave it on another cliffhanger because I am still evil like that. I hope you guys enjoyed that chapter. That was a really good chapter. I think that one was one of my favorites. I liked how she did or how they did Monty. Sorry. Um, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications to get more stuff just like this. And leave a comment down below on how you guys are liking my setup, how you guys are liking everything. Support my channel. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time.